Okay, so I kind of wanted to wear something extra like I did the Saint Anger video. And watching the making of, I swear, there's only one time you don't see Kirk wearing a hat. So I wanted to wear like a normal hat, but I don't have any. But I do have this. So we're going to rock with this for the rest of the video. So the latest Metallica album, at least for the next 3 weeks, Hardwired to Self-Destruct. And first off, can I just say how much I hate this goddamn artwork? I hate looking at that image. There is, like on the inside, there's another thing that's so sort of similar. It would have been so much better as the artwork than that stupid shit. One of my friends once mentioned how on Reload he hates how like their faces are on here. He hates that so much that he actually replaced this clear one with one of those like black ones so he can't see the faces. I can only imagine what he thinks of that shit. Anyway, this album from 2016 was their first, and I don't know if this new one is going to be 2 discs as well, but there are 12 songs as well, but I don't know. It's their only album minus live or covers that's 2 discs. So it's very long. And some of these songs, man, they could have easily been cut out and just had it been on like a 1 8-track album. So first off, let's talk about what's not here. Lords of Summer. It's not anything amazing, but I think they definitely should have just put it on the actual album. Because, first of all, it would have increased the thrash songs from 2 to 3 at least. And maybe one of these first 3 shitty-ass songs we're about to talk about would have been kicked off. And the album would have been a tiny bit better. Because, yes, out of all 12 of these songs, I would say I really only love 2 of them. Which, of course, are my top 2. And the rest, a lot of it's just kind of okay average stuff to just downright bad, which we will get into shortly. But this is the first album produced by Greg Fidelman, who mixed and mastered Death Magnetic, which was awful sounding. So, I don't know, I guess he figured his shit out because this album sounds a hell of a lot better than Death Magnetic did. And from what we heard from 72 Seasons, that album also sounds very good. So, very well mixing this time around. This might be Lars's favorite Metallica album, but I'm willing to bet that this is no one else's favorite Metallica album. You know, not that I was like super hyped for it or anything, but it being the first Metallica album I got to listen to without it being like an EP of extra songs or disgusting collaborations or one-off covers like the Ronnie Rising thing, When a Blind Man Cries, You Really Got Me. So this is like the first actual full-length studio album and wasn't that great. But yeah, let's start getting into these songs. There are 12 of them. And yeah, like I said, these bottom 3 are bad. I do not want to listen to them anymore. And in dead last, we are going to have Murder One. Now, let me ask you. If you didn't look up what this song was about, would you even know that it was dedicated or like written about Lemmy? Nothing in this song even remotely resembles Motorhead or Lemmy. Nothing. Not even lyrically. The Man in Black or whatever does not give a damn. Okay. Like, what about this song even remotely reminds you of Lemmy? Nothing. So what's the point of having a tribute song that has nothing to do with who they're tributing? Nothing. This song is pointless. It's pretty dumb, and the only even decent thing in here I like is when it goes like clean in the first part of the chorus, like the da-na, white lights fading, like that part. That part's okay. Everything else, no. I'm good on this one. And next up is Man Unkind, the only song that has writing credits besides James and Lars, which has Rob. And I'm willing to bet that the only thing he actually wrote in the song was the intro. So, yeah, this song is extremely forgettable. Really, the only thing you remember in this song that it has a really bad solo, but like, I'm sorry, the verses are dumb, the bridge is dumb. Like, the only even part in this song I like is like when he's like, seized by the day, like that section. That's good, but yeah. Chorus is also whatever. I only like when he says like quest to find, that part of this chorus, but everything else. And next up is Am I Savage, which, just like the other two, is extremely forgettable. Every time I hear this song, I'm like, I don't remember a single part in this song. And that's because the only decent part is like that one riff. You probably know the riff I'm talking about already. Before the solo, and they bring it back at the end. It's like the only time they use like chords that aren't just power chords. Like, it's actually kind of like dissonant sounding, and it's pretty neat. Other than that, fuck this song. Alright, now these next few are the ones that are just kind of okay. They're whatever. They're listenable, but not that much. So, first up is going to be Now That We're Dead. It's kind of boring. Intro's pretty whatever with the whole Tom thing, and the riff is fine, I suppose. Chorus is pretty decent. I do really like the that part of the song. It's really the only part I really like. And then the whole bridge break where they bring that Tom thing back, also pretty not great. This is definitely the weakest song on the first disc, because disc 1 is actually where it's pretty decent, and second disc is like, there's only 2 songs even worth a damn on that one. And out of those 2 songs, Confusion is not one of them, because that's up next, and yeah, it's more like okay shit. The intro is literally just Am I Evil, but the lead does do some cool stuff over on top. And then the main riff, I do really like the main riff. I think it's pretty damn cool. And the verse is good, but chorus and bridge I don't really care for at all. And like when they go halftime at the end, that's a cool part. Confusion has gotten a little better over time. Like, first listen, I was like, this song is kind of bad. But as time goes, the more I hear it, I like it a little more, but it's probably not going to get any higher than this at this point. And now we're going to have Dream No More. Now, the intro and the first verse riff, pretty damn good. I do like how it starts. Like, it's kind of like mid-tempo, and really, I think the biggest problem I have with this song is, did we really need another song about Cthulhu? I mean, there's already 2. One of them doesn't have lyrics, but the other one does. And it's already pretty well known. What's the point of writing another one? But yeah, that part's cool. And the chorus itself is also kind of okay. Not too crazy about the song, but it is listenable. And then we are going to have the opener, Hardwired. It's not much to say. Short, sweet, to the point. Nothing on here is great. Nothing on here is terrible. Middle of the road. It's just meant to hype you up because it's the opening of the album. And, you know, the first real new song I ever listened to from these guys. Could be worse, but probably could have been better. I do much prefer Lux Eterna as like the first single off the new album over this one. And next up is probably the big one on this album, Moth into Flame. Yeah, the one they played with Lady Bad. It's a good intro. Verse riff is kind of whatever, but I do like how he's singing it. Like the vocal delivery I do like on this one. The pre-chorus is pretty sweet. I like the little lead guitar into the chorus, and the chorus itself is also pretty good. I like the kind of like more chugging riffs in it. And yeah, the bridge is okay. Just mainly, there's a lot of solid riffs in this song, and overall it's pretty decent. Pretty good, I'd say. This is where like the good songs are, where I would actively like listen to these songs a bunch. But yeah, they only get better from here. We're going to have Here Comes Revenge, one of the 2 songs on disc 2 that I think are actually good. And yeah, the main riff on this song is mainly where it's at. Like, It sounds pretty goddamn sick, and the chorus is pretty damn good and catchy and memorable. Bridge, same shit. Like the riffs, like everything on it, pretty solid. But bro, Lars, how the hell are you just gonna like hit the snare for like 3 bars straight? Like, come on, bro. He is way too love happy with his snare, must say. But yeah, maybe this song hasn't aged the best since I first heard it, but I still do really like the song. It's pretty solid. Good ass riff. Catchy ass chorus. And speaking of that, in third place, we're going to have Atlas Rise. Now, I can't even hear the intro anymore because someone like made like a remix where it's like James Hetfield laughing the intro, and I just think about that every single time I hear this song. But yeah, I do really like pretty much every part of this song. Like, the verses are pretty neat. The pre-chorus, love the chorus a lot, and like the second half of the solo where they're like harmonizing the hell out of it. I just think this is a really solid song, and definitely like it better than Moth into Flame. That's the one that took off, the one on this album. But I think Atlas Rise is just a lot better. I like the ascending like chord progression and like what Lars does on the fucking snare and toms and shit. I just think it's a fun song, really fun song. But our runner-up is going to be Halo on Fire, a very solid ending of the first disc. Really like the intro, pretty great, and I really like the clean verse and the vocals. Like, this is like the only, or at least one of the only clean sections on this album, and it's pretty good. Chorus is awesome. Love the vocals and the lyrics and shit. And then there's like that little clean break near the end where there's like harmonics. I just kind of wish that Lars wasn't just fucking riding on the crash that entire time. Could have been better. And then the whole last section, like with the solo right after that, it's fucking awesome. I love how the song ends. And even like the last bit, it kind of reminds me of the Call of Cthulhu, where it's like hitting like the chords at the end. Solid ass ending to disc 1. But of course, that leads us into number 1. Both these discs end really goddamn strong. And of course, disc 2 ends with... I mean, honestly, what the hell else was going to be number 1? Are you kidding me? Spit Out the Bone is like the pinnacle of modern Metallica. The intro slays, the verse slays, the chorus slays, the bridge is just like riff central, the solo slays. Every single goddamn second of this song is fucking awesome. And wow. My least and favorite song, back to back on disc 2, crazy. But both discs end so fucking strong, man. Spit Out the Bone and Halo on Fire are damn good songs. But Bone is just like... They injected all their thrash juice into this one song. And it really paid off. Yeah, it would have been nice to have a couple more. Could have just thrown Lords of Summer on there and delete fucking shitty-ass Murder 1 or Man Unkind. But yeah, good-ass finale. And wow, I finally hit it. I'm finally done. Holy shit, I am so fucking tired of filming. I have been filming like every single day trying to get this shit done. And I'm going to take a nice, crisp 3 fucking weeks off. It's going to be awesome. Let me know what your favorite songs on this album are. Let me know your ranking. And I will see you in 3 or 4 days, whatever it is, with the new album. All I can hope is that it's going to be at least better than this one. If I can just have like 3 songs I really like on it, it'd be fucking really good. But I don't. It's not gonna pass Load or Reload. I think those albums just have too many songs I really like on it. But if it could just be better than this one, that's all I'm asking for. So tune in next time when we will finish off this Metallica season, and I can finally fucking move on. Good night, everyone. Or good morning. It's like 10 o'clock.